Hey there, I'm Angella Sharp, and it's time for the Daily Mix. Now, you're going to have to work with me here a little bit today. I'm kind of getting over a cold. I've had this cold forever, and so if I sound like it, that's why. Now, did you guys watch the Grammys? It was a history-making evening, with Cardi B winning the Grammy for Best Rap Album for Invasion of Privacy, becoming the first solo female to ever win the award. That's pretty cool. And then Childish Gambino also made history with This Is America, becoming the first rap song to win Song and Record of the Year. Now, other highlights included one of my favorites, Dolly Parton's star-studded tribute with stars like Miley Cyrus and Katy Perry, A Little Big Town, and more. And at the end, all performers joined together to perform Dolly's 9 to 5, which is one of my favorites, but Jolene is by far my favorite. And everybody on social media has been talking because Michelle Obama made a surprise appearance when she walked on stage with Lady Gaga, Jada Pinkett Smith, and J-Lo. The women joined host Alicia Keys to talk about the impact music has on our lives, and Michelle Obama later tweeted that she wanted to, support her friend Alicia Keys, which is nice. Plus, everybody loves the album, the whole album, all genre of the year, Casey Musgraves. That's a country album. She took that. Now, over the past 2.5 months, the St. Louis Zoo has seen a bit of a baby boom. From November 20th through January 30th, 11 calves from 6 different species have been born, including gazelles and zebras. Now, the babies are all healthy and currently bonding with their moms behind the scenes at Red Rocks, but you may be able to peek at them and their mom, depending on the weather. Now, these important births are part of the Association of Zoos and Aquariums Species Survival Plan, which helps keep healthy populations of the species in North America zoos. You can learn more and plan a visit at stlzoo.org. Have you been keeping up with the Blues? Just when you're ready to give up on your St. Louis Blues, they turn a corner. And actually, with their back-to-back wins against Nashville, both times, once here, once in Nashville, the Blues might have actually turned that corner and are giving Blues fans something to cheer about. Well, the Blues will have a new radio home next season. 101 ESPN has been named the new flagship radio station for the St. Louis Blues, and that will be the 2019-2020 season. Now, the fans can catch games there and enjoy more in-depth Blues coverage, including behind-the-scenes coverage, game recaps, prediction, and other inside information. This is actually super great for them because when the Cardinals and the Blues were on the same station, no matter what the game was, even if it was a preseason Cardinals game and a playoff hockey game, the Cardinals always got the airtime. So now they'll have their own home. You can learn more about the new partnership and keep up with the latest in sports at 101ESPN.com. Later on in the show, I have one of my favorite humans ever, Bo Matthews and Chuck Maher are going to be here. They're talking about a poker tournament, so all you poker fans need to listen up, and plus everybody loves Bo. So keep it right here, and let's get started on today's Daily Mix. Is your Instagram feed feeling a little flat these days? Well, there's a brand new business in town that may be able to help. The Selfie Room is actually made up of multiple rooms that have been designed with one thing in mind: the ultimate photo. The rooms have different themes with a lot of fun backdrops for the perfect photo. Right now, you can find several love-themed photo areas, a white ball pit that really pops against a turquoise wall, a blue sky with puffy clouds hanging from the ceiling, and even a bathtub filled with blue plastic balls in the Henry kitchen and bathroom. Now, according to an article in the St. Louis Magazine, the Selfie Room will change rooms every season to kind of keep things fresh and new for visitors. They also plan to host theme parties in the future. How self-centered are we as a population that we have now something with a selfie room so your Instagram looks better? I'm not going to say that I'm not going to go, because I'm totally going to go, but it is interesting to think about. The Selfie Room is located on Washington Avenue. For directions, hours, and more, visit them at theselfieroom.com. Now, in honor of Black History Month, Webster University is celebrating diversity in a unique way. The 4th annual Diversity and Inclusion Conference encourages the community to share their own experiences and learn about new research trends within society. Now, the 3-day conference will touch on issues such as ethnicity, sexual orientation, disabilities, and more. The goal is to empower and to enlighten participants about sensitive topics. Expect to enjoy multicultural performances, engaging dialogue, and complimentary lunch. There will also be 3 phenomenal speakers, including 6-time Olympian Jackie Joyner-Kersey, Director of Urban Markets Group at Morgan Stanley, and Head of Financial Education at U.S. Bank, Neil Richardson. You can join the conversation at the Diversity and Inclusion Conference on February 26th through the 28th at Webster University's main campus in Webster Groves. For more information and registration, you can find that at websteru.edu/conversations. Now, Lyft is also celebrating Black History Month in a unique way. Throughout February, the company is offering riders 1 free ride up to $10 to Black history sites, memorials, and Black-owned businesses. 36% of drivers in our area identify with a minority group, and Lyft wants to celebrate that diversity by connecting riders with ways they can understand, connect, and support the community. St. Louis Lyft users can catch a free ride to the Griot Museum of Black History and Culture, Mary Meacham Freedom Crossing, the Old Courthouse, National Blues Museum, and I See Me Bookstore by using the code BHMSDL19 anytime this month. The Ethical Society of Police is inviting people interested in career in law enforcement to participate in the Pre-Academy Recruitment Program. The 10-week course helps prepare individuals for the St. Louis Police Academy and is open to anyone age 19 and older. Classes are held on Tuesday evenings and Saturday mornings at the Urban League and are taught by current and former police officers. They will be covering everything from community outreach and law enforcement ethics to constitutional law, report writing, and more. The next session begins on Tuesday, February 26th, and it runs through May 4th. For more information and to register, visit esopstl.org. Mayor Lyda Krewson has appointed a new director to the city's Department of Health. Dr. Frederick Eccles is the first medical doctor to serve as health director since '07. He is currently the director of communicable diseases, Victor and veterinary programs for the St. Louis County Department of Health. Prior to that, he was the chief of diseases for the Illinois Department of Public Health and a physician in the U.S. Navy. Dr. Eccles will assume his position on February 19th. New Country 92.3 Hot Country Nights continues this month at Ballpark Village, presented by Missouri Lottery. This concert series brings big country acts to the Fox Sports Midwest live stage every Friday night in February. If you haven't made it out yet, don't worry, there's still a time to catch some concerts. Lee Brice is coming this Friday, February 15th, and then Chase Rise will close out the series February 22nd. Doors open at 7, and you can find tickets and more by visiting stlballparkvillage.com. The Affordable Housing Commission of City of St. Louis recently was awarded over $5 million in grants and loans to nonprofits and local developers for affordable housing. The funds will provide partial funding for 3 housing development projects and will also help create 131 new rental units and 34 homes for purchase. 22 of those homes will be subsidized for low and moderate income families through the Trust Fund Dollar. 45 grants were also approved to nonprofit agencies, and many of those agencies provide service for the homeless. Funding also goes to support education, mortgage assistance, homeless prevention, and more. To learn more about the Affordable Housing Commission, you can find them on the City of St. Louis website at stlouis-mo.gov or by calling them at the number listed on your screen. Now, Sundays are definitely made for brunch. So where does one go for food and entertainment on the weekends? Well, Molly's in Soulard might be the place for you. Every Sunday, Molly's has hosted a buffet-style brunch with your option of bottomless mimosas or a build-your-own Bloody Mary. With over 30 food items to choose from, the people are saying there's definitely getting your money's worth there. Also, you can enjoy live music while indulging in delicious food. Sunday Fun Day just got a little better with brunch at Molly's in Soulard. It happens every Sunday, 10 to 3. For more information and for tickets, visit mollysinsoulard.com. And speaking of Soulard, one of the best times of the year in St. Louis is without a doubt Mardi Gras season. And the festivities are really ramping up in this last weekend of February. If you don't want to wait until the Grand Parade to get your beads, you can always just run for them. The colorful Missouri Lottery 5K run for your beads is the perfect chance to take in the historical charm of Soulard and get some beads along the way. And what would a Mardi Gras 5K be without mid-race pit stops stacked with beer and hurricanes? For runners 21 and up, of course. And in addition to the prizes for the top racers, they'll also be honoring the runners with the best costume. So pull out your best Mardi Gras attire and get ready to run for your beads on Saturday, February 23rd. The race starts at 9 a.m. at 8th and Lafayette. And with all that running, you're bound to work up an appetite, so why not stick around for Taste of Soulard? Indulge in some tasty Cajun food as you embark on this self-guided tasting and pub crawl. Each ticket includes 1 drink voucher and 6 food vouchers that can be used at any of the participating businesses. And if you don't feel like walking on Saturday, the Soulard trolley trams will be out and about taking tasters to restaurants throughout the neighborhood. You can get a Taste of Soulard on Saturday and Sunday, the 23rd and the 24th, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. throughout the Soulard neighborhood. Of course, the absolute cutest part of Mardi Gras, especially for those pet lovers, is the Purina Pet Parade. Now, that's calling all dog and cat parents. It's your time to make your furry friends shine. You have the opportunity to showcase your pets as they prance and catwalk down the streets of Soulard. From head to paws, pets will be dressed to impress, and their festive Mardi Gras attire. The best dressed pets will be appointed to the court of the mystical crew of Barkus and be invited to the coronation pageant where the king and queen of Barkus will be crowned. It's also a good time and a great cause because all the proceeds from the parade will benefit Open Door Animal Sanctuary. The Purina Pet Parade will take place Sunday, the 24th at 1, starting at 12th and Allen in Soulard. And after the parade wraps up, there's still more cuteness to be had. I'm talking about the annual Wiener Dog Derby. The participating pups will come head-to-head in the Wiener Stadium at Soulard Market to compete in a series of 6 dog elimination heats. The low riders will race down the 30-foot track, and the winning wiener will be moved on to the next round until the top dog is crowned. There are all 4 race categories, including cocktail wieners for pups up to 4 years old, hot dogs for the 48 set, and then 8 years and up wiener wannabes will be crowned. Now that last group is a little for the dogs that are small enough to fit into the starting box. Also new this year is a Wiener Dog Derby hat contest for humans. Yeah, you can participate too. So come dressed for the Derby. The Wiener Dog Derby will take place in Soulard Market on Sunday, February 24th at 2 p.m. For information about this and all of the other great Mardi Gras events, go to stlmardigras.org. It's my favorite part of the show now. I'm so excited. I'm so happy.
How are you, dear?
I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, everybody needs to catch up on this. I absolutely love Bo Matthews with all of my heart.
And I love you, too.
I've known you forever, and I just love it. He's always been the nicest human to me, so it's wonderful to have you here. And you brought Chuck Maher along with you again, I love.
You guys did really good for us last year, getting players for our Big Dogs Poker Bash. This is our 3rd annual coming up, and it benefits the Eureka Police Officers Support Fund. And Chuck's a part of the committee there, and they do a lot of stuff. Like, what are some of the things that you help purchase? Of course, it's kind of like a Backstoppers, but for the community. But you do more.
We bought tourniquets. They have tourniquets like for the military that they
Right.
carry on their belts. The police officer didn't have any. One of the officers got bit in the leg last year in a training by a dog, and it hit the artery in her leg, and they almost bled to death by the time they got a tourniquet from the car. So we bought tourniquets. All the police officers have them on their belts now.
Oh, that's good.
We also
yeah.
bought air impact wrenches where they can change tires without being out there on the side of the road with a tire iron.
Yeah, like people have flats going through Eureka on 44. I mean, I guess police officers put that under their list of duties to do.
I didn't know that, by the way.
Neither did I. And they're doing it like a pit crew on 44 a lot of times, right?
Yeah, we actually bought one for each shift. We got one for the day shift, one for the night shift. That way they got it in a car, they can change the tire and be off the highway.
Boom, just like that.
Well, Chuck, why are you so passionate about police officers and their safety?
My wife's father was a police officer, her uncle. I grew up in I can't talk to someone. My best friend, his dad was a police officer, and I just got to know the police officers in Eureka, and they needed some help, and we thought we would help them.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So when did the idea of a poker bash become?
Well, it must have been about 3.5 years ago because he says, hey, you want to do it for Eureka? I said, absolutely, because I love the community. Six Flags is wonderful, but there's so much more to Eureka than just Six Flags, and the people are fantastic. This poker bash, by the way, I won last year, not the game, but the wheelbarrow of booze.
Oh!
Wheeled that
So
puppy
you
out
have
of
other things you can enter to win, like silent auction kind of thing?
We have more than we've ever seen before, and everybody that hears about this is like, hey, come on, we're gonna pick up some, something from us. So I've been running around, and Vinyl Images, Chuck's Boots, there's been so many people that have stepped up, so thank you for doing that. But we are gonna have the greatest silent auction that you will ever see. The registration, though, is really important. Where do they go to get it?
They can go to Eventbrite, or they can call our office, Realty Executives Premiere in Eureka, and they can sign up there.
Yeah, and it's $50 if you do it online, $60 at the door if you can get in, because it could fill up.
Because it could fill up. Because last year you guys had, what, 115 participants?
115, but we got room for 150 this year.
So there is some room for that. Now, so fill the rest of us in who maybe aren't as good with the whole poker thing. I'm
You
talking
can
about
do this.
myself.
I'm
okay.
telling you, you can do.
Okay.
Download an app, start learning today. If you've ever watched on TV the game of Texas Hold'em, this one is not intimidating. It's just like a giant house game. Like if you go to have a card night at friend's house, that's kind of what this is. We have Jerry Holloway, former NFL St. Louis Cardinal football player and Denver Broncos player.
Correct.
He owns a restaurant called Brown Jerry's out in Pacific. Great food, by the way. He's donated, and he's also donating to sing the national anthem.
I saw that he was going to sing, which is cool. You've had him sing before, correct?
Last year he did it. It was the best performance I've ever seen, ever. I've still got it on my phone. It's that good.
Oh, wow.
So Jerry, thanks for coming out. He's
That's
made the
impressive
donation.
because you've seen a lot of people sing a lot of things. So if you still have that on your phone, that means.
I stood next to him. I got chills. It was that good. And he's such a nice guy. Cal Spa St. Louis is our sponsor for the national anthem. I mean, it's that good. So we've got the game 50-50. Saucy's Pizzeria is donating how many pork butts?
16 pork butts.
I mean, there's a lot of food to eat. So you got to come and help.
Oh, okay. So not only do I get to play Texas Hold'em, I also get to eat some food?
Food, beer, soda. It's just going to be
So it
fantastic.
really is kind of more of like a fun event
It's a
with a
big house
poker
party.
game
Right.
happening. And
Yeah.
people can win some money in this poker game?
First place guaranteed.
500.
500
Okay,
bucks.
so that's.
And the coolest thing is Jerry and Laura Kirk out of Brookdale Farms in Eureka host it at their wedding barn. It's a beautiful, like, rustic.
Brookdale Farms is gorgeous.
I love the place. I love the place. And I go back many years with Jerry as well, but he hosts it for us. This will be the third year, and they just do a fantastic job out there. So Brookdale Farms on the top of the list.
I love this very much, and I love it. I love that you're giving back to the police officers. And
Yeah.
third annual, so this is you're keeping this going. And I've been keeping up with you on Facebook, and you're not lying. I think every day you're like, hey, I'm picking this up for the
Yeah.
tournament. Hey, I'm picking this up for
I'm running around. But see, they're going to put a bounty on my head like they did last year. So the person that knocks me out of the game wins a prize.
Oh.
Angela, a formal invite. Will you please join us to play this game? If somebody knocks you, you'll probably win the whole thing.
I'll be knocked out within 5 seconds
No,
because
be
I
careful
don't
with
know
it.
how to play poker. I'm apparently going to download an app and learn
Yes,
before we
she
go
is.
there. But yeah, why not? I'll come. Why not?
But we could put a bounty on your head, which would be a great prize that we will give the person that knocks you out if they knock you out.
If I like how he's being
you?
so nice to me. If they knock me
He's a
out.
great player. He really is. But
Yeah. So are you really passionate about poker or?
Bo and I have been playing poker for like 20 years. We've actually made it to the final table a couple times together.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, was that right?
Yeah.
So you
He
both.
always wins, but yeah.
Does he always win?
he always
Absolutely not. No.
Oh,
But
are
see-
you just inviting people so you can beat them?
Yeah, that's what it is. No, out of the 7 of these Big Dogs poker bashes that I've done, I've been to the final table just once.
Oh, okay.
Last year I got knocked out really early, but again, won the wheelbarrow of booze.
And that's really all that matters to you, right?
I was happy.
It's a good day.
A nice wheelbarrow. Kirkwood material.
Kirkwood Material donated the wheelbarrow.
Yeah, so and I've still got
Nice.
that, so thanks for that.
Oh, so thanks for that too. So
So-
you guys have been friends for a while, and then
Yeah.
you kind of joined up on this event, and it's still going, which everybody loves. So tell everybody. Oh, I forgot about the shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget about the shirts that are on your person.
It's gonna be.
We have to show your tattoo to show how this matches.
Okay, it's gonna match
So
this. but
Bo's
the-
got a tattoo on his arm, which
There you
is
go.
just like the shirt.
Yeah. So the shirts are $20 up to 3X, right?
Correct.
They can order them by going.
So
through
you
the
can get
website.
the shirt even if you're not
Absolutely.
participating in the thing, just if you want to help support.
Yep.
The
And those are
Eureka
selling out
police
too.
officers.
We actually upped the order on them because we had such a great response.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they were super cute. I want one.
You're going to get one.
Okay.
If you show up.
If I show up, I get one. All right.
Yeah,
So I want to get one that
just
way.
like that.
I love this, and supporting the police officers is very important now.
It is.
And I love. We got some photos of some of the winners. I think
Mike
right
and
here.
Matt, there's our first and second place winners last year. And again, we really need players this year. We want to really fill this up because this could put us. This is our third year.
Over 50 grand.
We could have made over 50 grand within these 3 years.
That's great,
so.
and all the proceeds go to the Eureka
Police Officer Support Fund.
correct.
Yep.
Awesome.
We're twins.
This is. I was gonna say you're finishing each other's sentences. It's great. I'm so happy to have you here.
Great to see you.
So
Thank you
happy.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Come
Don't
play the
forget
game.
to check the game out. Make sure you follow them. I guess I'm coming to. All the information is right there on your screens. Brookdale Farms in Eureka. You can always check them out on all those other Eventbrite locations. Get your tickets because they might run out of room. Thank you guys so much for coming. You can always check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can drop us a line right here at The Daily Mix at stltv.net. We want to hear it from you. That's going to do it for The Daily Mix. Keep it right here on STL TV and experience St. Louis.